Hey guys, it's Joe here from Slums of the Internet, coming to you with a Cube World review. Alright, let's make a new world, seed, whatever. Alright, so this game Cube World is a game that I've been waiting for a year or so. I've already played a bit of it. On my other computer, I've gotten to level 20 on two different characters. So I believe I have the right to give this game a fair review now. So as you see, this game has a pretty cool looking art style. Hold on one second, I'm gonna turn the volume down. Alright, there we go, fix the sound, and I've also turned into a water mage. So, as you see, this game has a really cool graphic design. I really enjoy playing it. It's really pretty looking. I really like the character models and the trees and the clouds and everything. So that's a really good part of this game, is just the way it looks. Another cool thing, I really do enjoy the combat in this game. It's pretty interesting in my opinion. It's kind of like Zelda in the rolling sense, and then it's like World of Warcraft in the hotbar sense, and then it's like Minecraft in the block sense. So it's a bunch of games combined into one, and it just becomes really fun. Another thing I like that I'll try and get to show you is the dungeons are pretty fun. They're a lot of fun in my opinion. There's different varieties of them, from castles to pyramids to just, I don't know, there's a lot of different things. I can't think of all of them right now. That should be fun. Yeah, the combat and the dungeons and all that are really cool. Another thing that's interesting is the crafting system. Uh-oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, that was almost bad. Yeah, the crafting system's pretty good. You can get these heart flowers as you see around here. And they make the health potions that you see on my Q slot on my quick bar. And those basically, they level up with you. You have to make new ones though, but you, they like regenerate. Let's see, how much is this one? This one's 200 HP. So, that's pretty nice. It's really nice when you're not playing a water mage, because the water mage can heal. See, I'm just getting a little bit of health right now. Later on, you go into the skill tree, and you can upgrade the healing stream, your mana shield, and teleport. And then on fire mage, it's the same thing, except they don't do healing, I believe. I'm not exactly sure. Well, besides that, my favorite thing about this game would probably just be exploring, because especially later on in the game, when you get a hang glider or you get a boat, and there's climbing in this game too. Oh god, I'm gonna die from this guy. It's just a lot of fun to go around this land. It mixes in with the cool art design, because you see all the different mountains and all that, and it's just interesting to see. Oh, there we go. 5 XP. It's not too bad for the beginning. So yeah, as you see here in the skill points, you have climbing, swimming, and pet master. Pet master is basically, you can get pets in this game by finding rare drops of like candy and I can't remember all the different stuff. There's like waffles and stuff that tame different kinds of animals. And later on you can ride them as a mount. And then climbing, as I think I just did, you hit control and you can climb up walls, which I think is a pretty cool thing as well. And then if you upgrade your climbing to, I think, 5, you can get hang gliders, which are the coolest thing. So you can just jump off and glide around. If any of you have looked into Cube World, I'm sure you've seen stuff like that before. Oh yeah, here's campsites. You can just sleep here, and you regain health. And these campfires here are used to craft different things, like mushroom stew and berry potions, I think. I can't remember the exact name. Let me see. Yeah, you can make pineapple slices, ginseng soup. Oops, didn't mean to do that. So yeah, that's some of the crafting. That's a good example of crafting, actually. You get all these different ingredients around the world. Like at towns, you can get pineapple slices, or you can find these roots around. And yeah, it's interesting, and you can also use the crafting to make armor and weapons and different things like that. Some of the armor's, it's not that good in my opinion, but I think this is a ginseng root. Yep. Alright, so here's one of those roots that you need to make soup, which I will show you over here, if I can remember where that campfire is. There it is. Later on, the mage gets a teleport thing, so that would be helpful. Yes, so, besides that, that's all the really cool stuff that you get. And this is an alpha. I don't know if I've said that yet. Alright, so here's the soup. You craft the soup like that. You hit tab, and now it's in here, and you switch between A and D. So, I'll fight one of these horses, why not? And just show you how the food system works. It's pretty much the same as, the standard potion system, but you can't move when you're using this, and then you hit Q to drink. So you sit down and drink, and it takes a lot longer than the potions, I believe. It gives you the same amount of health, though. Alright, so let's move to the town. So those are all like the positive things in the alpha. The negatives, although I said how much I loved the graphics or liked them a lot, it's just these kind of things. Like the ground, it just looks very poor. And the trees, it's like the flat surfaces don't look good, but the ones that have like a lot of cubes, like, I mean, I think that the leaves and stuff look pretty cool. And the people, the character models are really cool looking to me. Some people don't like the art style at all, and that's their opinion. But, so the things like this, these are the pineapples that you'll make the pineapple slices with. So you can just go around and pick some of these up if you want, but I'm not going to really worry about it. Another thing I don't like, the classes are really, really poorly balanced. People will say that's the last thing you look into when you're making a game like this, but, well, when you're making any game, the last thing that usually update is the classes, but I don't think that's a very good thing, because especially when it's a 4-player co-op game and it's a big dungeon-based game, I think you should really have the classes balanced out of the get-go. The melee classes are really poor. They're okay. I mean, they're not horrible. They're okay, but like I have a level 25 warrior. They're fun to play with, but they just don't do enough damage, or they may do enough damage, but the mages, especially the water mage and the like boomerang / ranger people, they just do incredible amounts of damage. Like the water mage can also heal, so that's also another thing that makes him pretty cheap. And that his abilities just destroy everyone. And I'm only level 1 and I was just destroying mobs, which is another thing. The beginning is a very big challenge. Like in the first 3 levels, I guess I'll say, you just die a lot. Unless you're playing Water Mage, which is why I played the Water Mage. Let me get out of the map. Yeah, you just die a lot in the beginning, which makes the leveling experience a little bit, it's just not very friendly to newcomers. Because I remember I got this game and I was getting so aggravated because I really wanted to play as one of the sword people, so I was playing warrior. I just kept dying over and over again. But it's not too bad if you have a lot of health potions, but I feel they should have better leveling zones, because you can find these big bowl things in the beginning, and they're like level, I don't know, they don't really tell you a level, they just have a color next to their name. Like these people are blue, so if they were enemies, they'd be about my level. But I think they're level like 30 or 25 or something like that, which isn't really good. Another thing, this is little, but when you walk into rooms, because usually you play like this, it's just the camera sometimes gets weird. Alright, so I'll show you an example. This is how you get pets, cotton candy. I'll buy one of those. And then, yep, so that's that. You get lamps, which give you light. This cotton candy, I think, will get me a sheep, so if I find a sheep, I'll just get him. What was I saying? Yeah, the classes are unbalanced. The leveling in the beginning's hard, but later on it gets a bit easier. And once you get to a higher level, the game is a lot more fun. My biggest problem with the game is there's nothing to do. There's no quests, there's no like XP besides from killing enemies, really. You can get some XP from completing like little challenges that some villagers give you, but it's just there's nothing. There's no point. You're just if it was like Minecraft is like that because there's no point. You just do whatever. But at least in Minecraft, you can customize what the world looks like around you. You build houses. You build I don't know. You build castles. You do whatever you want. In this game, it's a combat-oriented RPG with a skill tree and all the cool combat abilities, and it's just wasted. At least in the alpha, he's planning to add quests. I'm hoping, but no one's really heard from him for a month or so. So I don't know. Maybe he just did a cash grab and got the money and ran. I hope not, because this game is really promising. Oh god, speaking of the most overpowered thing in the world, I'm just gonna fight these guys to show you. This beam, it'll kill me in like 2 seconds. Yep, see, I'm dead already. Ooh, oh, I lived. Wow, I have 18 health. Yeah, those wizards are just really cheap. Yeah, but the boring thing, the only thing that you can do that's any fun in this game is just walk between city and city, find new biomes, and kill enemies on the way. I'm not saying that's not fun, because I've played about, I don't know, maybe 20 hours of this game on all the different characters I have. So, obviously I like it. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. See, mage is overpowered. Especially the wizard. And you can't even play as a wizard. There we go. Oh, I got a milk chocolate bar. I forgot what you tamed that with. The exploration is fun, but it'll get old quick. These clay roads you have around here, or dirt, or whatever this is, those always lead you to cities. So when you're going from city to city, that's the best idea, is just to stick on that road. So besides the game getting really boring, some of the textures being not very high quality, I guess, and just the classes being unbalanced and stuff like that. Besides that, the game's really promising. The gameplay itself's really fun. The graphics are really cool looking. The dungeons are fun. The crafting's interesting, and just overall, it's a fun experience to have. The ways to improve it, the biggest thing is you need quests. That's something that once they add that, this game will improve tenfold. I would raise it up like 2 points in my final score of the game if they just added quests. And then also class balancing to make the melee classes better or the ranged classes worse. I actually think the melee classes do fine damage, so I would say just lower the damage done by the ranged ones, because that wizard was my level and he was doing 25 damage per hit. So all he would have to do is hit me like 8 times and I'd be dead, and that was a constant beam. And then possibly more attacks, because as you see on the skill tree, you get Healing Stream, which lets you heal allies, a shield, which just puts a shield around your guy, and then Teleport, which lets me, like, I can move the cursor and I hit 3, and I would teleport over there. So maybe add a couple new abilities, a couple new classes, because at the time there's only 4 classes. There's the Rogue, the Warrior, the Ranger, and the Mage. They're all fun, but maybe add a couple more. I'm pretty sure he will. But overall, I give the game a 7 out of 10. It's a good game. It could improve, but overall, it's a lot of fun to play. And if you have the chance to get it, I believe it's $15 or $20 on picroma.com, PICROMA.com. I'll leave a link in the description where you can get this game. But yeah, I really enjoy it, and if you get the chance, you should really try and pick it up. And if you'd like to ever play, I can set up a server for us if you'd like. And if anyone out there wants to play, just send me a private message. I'll see you later.